Yes, people. Welcome to another episode of Traps Talks. Myself, Traps. How is everyone today? Hope everyone is well. Excuse the hair, it's a bit messy today. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. You know what to do, man. Got a few things to talk about today. Let's get into it, man. Let's start with Barcelona. What did I think about Barcelona? It was a good performance, right? And it shows you that this team, there's a team. There's something there. Yeah, it's not just a flash in the pan. It's not just a purple patch. This team's gone away to the new camp. I mean, granted, it's a 2-2 draw, but to be honest with you, if you go to the new camp and you draw 2-2 in the aggregate days, they'd be out. To be fair, they would be out. But nevertheless, it's not aggregate days. They can still come and win 1-0. But we had chances. We should have put them away, to be fair. Weghorst should have definitely scored. Rashford, the Koundé situation, it's outside the box, so there's no question it's not a pen, but it's last man, didn't attempt to play the ball, cleared denial of a goal scoring opportunity, referees again, strikes again. So, I mean, I think if we go out at this point, a lot of people have things to say, but it's Barcelona for you, you know what I mean? What is a game with Barcelona without a bit of controversy in it? It's been going on for years. You know, you've got the Drogba situation. And yeah, man, it's just... I'm proud of the boys, in it, because at the end of the day, I backed them and I said, look, they can go there and do something. And do you know what? Every time, as the season goes on, the belief grows and grows and grows. Not just from me, because like I said, I'm a very logical person and I think of things in a logical way. So I just look at this. I just look at the level of players that we have, because like I said, last season there was a lot of people saying, "Oh, you're Man United. Look at the players that you've got. Look at the money that you spent." Now these players are actually doing something. It's like, nah, it won't last. It's delusion, man. It's delusion. And a lot of it's hope as well. A lot of people don't want Man United to do well, but as Giggs said in his interview on MUTV, it was Man United against the world, and it's always going to be like that. And I'm here for it, man. But yeah, man, good game. It was a good game, very entertaining game. But the only disappointment is that we didn't come away with the win, and we should have. To be fair, we should have come away with the win. To be fair, and it shows you again, because Barcelona have only conceded 7 goals in the league. I think I'm hearing. And for us to go there and score 2, it shows you the level of La Liga. La Liga is not what it used to be. And I think there's an illusion about La Liga, because obviously you had Barcelona, you had Atletico Madrid added their 2 pence every so often. But it was mainly Barcelona, Ronaldo, Messi, Real Madrid, their calibers of players that they had, them 2 teams going at it, going toe-to-toe for years and years and years, has created this illusion that La Liga is good. I mean, they're not bad, like you said, because if you look at Europa Leagues and things like that, Sevilla win it pretty much every year. Villarreal knocked Arsenal and beat Man United in the final. So there are a few teams that... But on a whole, I just don't think La Liga is what people think it is. I think that there's maybe 3 or 4 good teams in there at a time. And that's testament to how bad the league is. But nevertheless, right, we've got a tie to win, and we need to win it. So, yeah, man, back at Old Trafford, we haven't lost a game there, I think, since the start of the first day of the season, if I'm not mistaken. So it's an uphill struggle for Barcelona to come here and get a result. I feel like we will overcome them, and we will be in the Europa League. Yeah. And I feel like if we do beat Barcelona, then we become automatic favourites. Don't let that cloud your judgment, because there are good teams, there are unknown teams. You know the score with this Europa League. You play a team you've never played before, and they'll just play blinding. So yeah, it's not a given, but nevertheless, it's a step in the right direction. Fear factor will be in there. Like, we just beat the La Liga team. We've just beat the team of that's at the top of the Premier League. We beat an Arsenal, so there's going to be a lot of fear. People are going to start fearing us if we get overcome Barcelona. But we'll have to see what happens. And yeah, let's just move on to the situation at the top of the league. Arsenal, I mean, I've hearing a lot of they Partey's injured, um, we're finished, all kinds of things like that. And it's like, hang on a second, right? You're 51 points and City are 51 points. They're ahead on goal difference. You got a game in hand. Surely anyone should be looking at that and thinking, we've got a game in hand, so it's still in our hands. If we win our games up until we play Man City, and we even go there and play for a draw or get a result there, then surely, yeah, that puts us firmly back in the driver's seat. And yeah, I mean, I've seen Arteta talking about teams playing on a Wednesday and then playing again on a Saturday. I mean, I don't know if it's a law. I don't know if it's a myth, because I'm sure Chelsea are playing today. But it seems to me like the tide is changing. The tide is changing. Now, I'm not saying that Arteta deserves the sack, but I did say this, if Arteta doesn't win anything this season after 3 years of investment and the team being his team, and for what people are saying that he is and what he's doing and what he's done, then he's nothing but a glorified Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in my eyes, to be honest. But that's neither here nor there, innit? So, but it's just, I just think Arsenal fans need to calm down a bit. City are champions, yeah. They didn't play particularly well, but sometimes you have to win ugly, and that's the hallmark of a champion, yeah. Winning ugly, because City for me, like I said, I still believe. I mean, people might say, "Oh, well, I've had numerous conversations about it, and I'm actually tired of it." But I still believe that the title race is blown wide open at the minute, and I don't feel that anyone has got their hands on it or got it to a certain, are playing at a certain level where you can say, "Yeah, they're going to go on for." The only thing I can say is that City have been playing at a steady level. I don't know if they can up it, to be honest, because they didn't up it against Arsenal. They just beat Arsenal. It's the same as us when we beat Arsenal 3-1. We didn't necessarily up the level, or wasn't necessarily better than them, but we just beat them because we put our chances away, and we was pragmatic, and we got the result. That's how you have to grind that result sometimes. But yeah, nevertheless, I don't think anyone is cruising at the minute, and I feel like it's up for grabs. And one thing I can say is that Arsenal, they're due a win now. They're not going to just keep losing. They're due a win now. So maybe that win will galvanise them. People are saying, oh, the situation at City might galvanise them. And meanwhile, in the background, you've got United just slowly creeping up, but everyone's saying we're not in it. So what have we got to lose? We came here with nothing, so we've got nothing to lose at the end of the day. So we'll have to see anyway. We'll have to see, like, you know, because I mean, obviously Newcastle, they had a bad result the other day. I think did they draw with Bournemouth? I think they need to win today. Do you know what? Yeah, I was having a conversation last night, right? And I said to myself, I slightly want Newcastle to drop out of the Champions League spot. No disrespect to Eddie Howe, yeah, because he's done a great job, yeah, but I really want to see Mourinho back in the Premier League. And I feel like that's the only job that is worthy of him at the minute. I don't think any other job is worthy of him. I feel like he's a disrespected manager. People say he's dusted and he's old and he's this, that, and the other. But I honestly think, because I'm hearing talks of him going to PSG, but I want to see Mourinho back in the league. And I feel like Newcastle is the place for him. Obviously, he's got links to Bobby Robson and yeah, so yeah, man, hopefully that happens, man, because I'm not gonna lie, yeah, Mourinho, Pep, Klopp, obviously you got Eric, and obviously you got Chelsea with their mad owners doing whatever they're doing. It'd be interesting. The Premier League would be certified the hardest league, the best football in the land. So that's what I'd like to see. But I might not get my wish. Hopefully I do. But yeah, let's move on to the Leicester game. The Leicester always come and have a pop at us. They always come and have a go. We do struggle to beat Leicester over the last few seasons. However, I feel like Leicester are going to come out and they're going to be shocked. They're going to be shocked. They're going to realise that we're not how we used to play. And I feel like we should we should pump them, to be honest with you. We should pump Leicester 3-4-0. And there's no question of it. Obviously, yeah, there can be twists and there can be turns, and it's not a nailed on thing. But in my opinion, I feel that Leicester are going to come out thinking, oh yeah, bogey team, like they struggle to beat us, and they're going to be shocked at what they find. Old Trafford, like I said, we haven't lost since the start of the season, first game of the season. And I don't think that record's gonna be broken, especially the other day was 2-0 down, came out as 2-2. I don't think that record's gonna be broken by Leicester. I might have to eat my words. I might have to eat humble pie about around tea time on Sunday. But we'll find out. We'll find out. But yeah, I mean, people are talking about calls for rest for Rashford. Can Rashford do this? Can Rashford continue his goal scoring form? Yes, he can. He's 25 years of age. 25 years of age, he scored, 14 goals in the Premier League. And people are calling for him, he needs to be rested. He's 25, he's fit as a fiddle. 25 years of age. He's putting all this work in the summertime. For what? For him to be rested. Because people just need to believe, right? When you get paid that kind of money, you can play 2-3 games a week. I'm sorry, you can. Like, you can play that. I don't see the players coming out and complaining. It's always a manager or a fan but I genuinely believe that playing 2 games a week is fine, right? It's fine. And I haven't seen a drop off. I haven't seen a comparison to when we was playing at this level or when we was playing at this time or what. I haven't seen any of that. So I can't really speak on that. I just believe that for 150, 100, 200, 300 grand a week, you can kick a ball around for 180 minutes in a week. That's a lot of money, and it's something that you love. So yeah, for me, it's yeah, I think I've got no problems with that. And finally, let's move on to the takeover. The takeover. I'm hearing that Jim Ratcliffe's put a bid in, and the Qataris have put a bid in. I understand that the Qataris have given a brief statement saying that, look, it's purely debt free. We're basically just going to put Man United back where it belongs, basically. And you know what? I believe them. I agree with them, and I feel that because if you look at it, right, I mean, I don't know what people have. Obviously, I know there's some kind of human rights argument, but no country's perfect. There's things that's wrong in this country. And for me, as long as the Qataris come here, they obey the rules. Yeah, they understand that it's very different from their culture, and they do everything they can to embrace everybody that supports the club. I have got no issues with them whatsoever because they're going to know they're businessmen and they're going to know they're stepping into a new territory. They're going to know things are different here. And not only that, you've got other Middle East owners in the league that are doing similar things, and there's no controversy. I mean, Newcastle have been taken over. They've literally spent 100 mil on transfers since the takeover, and they're just doing a steady rebuild. So who's to say what's going to happen? Who's to say what's going to happen? But I just think that all this, you can't judge people based on the country that they come from or the laws in their country, because it is what they're here to do business. They're not here to take over your country. They're not trying to invade your country. They're here to take over a club and put the club back to the top. And I believe them. Like I said, you look at PSG, you look at Man City, you look at Newcastle. All them clubs are doing fine. Jim Ratcliffe, I'm not too sure about. Yeah, he's the richest man in England or whatever, but I'm not too sure about him. Like I said, if he wanted to take this club over, I feel like he could have done it many years ago. I don't like the fact that he went in to try and buy Chelsea to flex his muscles. I don't feel like this is another thing as well. No disrespect to Jim Ratcliffe, and I'm not being ageist as well, right? But Jim Ratcliffe is 70 odd years old, right? So obviously he's not going to live forever, right? So what happens when obviously the time comes where Jim moves on to another life and it goes to a family member? They might not be interested in this. They might not be interested in they might want to cash in, or they might want to, I don't know. You never know. So for me, in terms of longevity, I would probably go with the Qataris, because you see with millionaires, like the thing is, you know, with these billionaires, they've got like a 20-year, 30-year, 40-year plan. And that's how it goes. You know what I mean? That's what we should be looking forward to, because I mean, yeah, it's all right. It's all sounds good when it's like, oh yeah, Jim Ratcliffe, Man United fan, billionaire, wants to buy the club. But realistically, these people are businessmen, 335 bill they're worth apparently. And yeah, you don't get worth that much without knowing what you're doing. Like I feel like they're gonna know what they're doing. They're gonna get in. They're not gonna come out their comfort zone. They're gonna be like, look, we don't know nothing about football. We've got a good manager. Go to the manager. What do you need? What do you need? This, do you need the sporting director? We get you the best one. Which one do you want? I feel like they will embrace the challenge of bringing Man United back to the top, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it, and I'm backing the Qataris. I embrace them, I endorse them, and welcome. Like, hopefully they win, because, like I said, I feel like Man United will just go to the highest bidder anyway, and hopefully they are the highest bidder, and that's that. I mean, I'm not downplaying Jim Ratcliffe at all, because, like I said, I'm not a billionaire. Like, I'm nowhere near it. So obviously he's got something about him to be getting where he is, but I just genuinely feel that, because it's different like. The Qataris are a not-for-profit organisation. When they're buying this club, they don't need to make money here. They've already made money. Yeah, they make money elsewhere. So they're literally buying this. This is a hobby or a project for them. So they're going to want to be able to go to the big banquet, you know, with all the Qatari families, the big billionaire Qatari families, and be like, and just flex and be like, yeah, what, you got the £100 million yacht? Yeah, I got the £100 million yacht. Yeah, I got the £150 million yacht. Yeah, but you know what? I got Man United. You know what? We just won the UCL. How about that? Yeah, that's what I genuinely think that's what they want to do. You know what I mean? It's like they just genuinely want to come here and rebuild this football club, and I'm here for it. And on that note, I'm gonna leave it here. But like I said, like, share, subscribe, man. Look after me. See you soon.